Oh, good afternoon, everyone. Sorry for the delay. I've readjusted my camera, guys. I've taken on all your feedback that you want the camera to be like this way when we're doing the watch-along stuff. I've also got a nice kind of little Celtic deco behind me, and I had to readjust some of the other tat that I've got on my desk. And I don't know why, right? But see, when I'm set up for like the game's about to kick off, okay, we've got the starting 11 in front of us for the opening game of the SPFL. Celtic at home to Aberdeen. In goals, we've got Joe Hart. At right back, not left back, we have Josip Juranovic. Centre halves, surprises some, but not if you pay attention to the content on the channel. Stephen Welsh starts alongside Carter Vickers, and Greg Taylor is preferred to Burnaby. The midfield picked itself. I picked this midfield for this game like fucking 2 months ago. It was written on the wall, and it's here. We've got McGregor, we've got Hatate, and we've got Matty Boy O'Reilly in from the start. And then that front three, when I say picks itself, again, like, this is the best front three. The manager's main man that he brought in from Japan, Daisen Maeda, the star of the show, everyone's favourite Celtic player, it feels like, Jota, and then I think the best attacking player we've got in the team at the moment, fit and available, finally, with these other people, Kyogo Furuhashi. What a team we've got. Goodwin's Aberdeen come down with a 4-2-3-1. We've got Super Rare McCrory starting in here. They've got their new signing, Bisovsky, starting. Ex-Celtic player Johnny Hayes is on the left. And I think there's a debut for Ramadani, the guy next to McCrory perhaps, and maybe the guy Kennedy. I'm not too sure. I'm not too up on a lot of the Aberdeen. But as we can see, the guy playing in the number 10 position has a card. And that picture looks like a Sparta Prague kind of... it's not Sparta Prague, Sparta Rotterdam. I don't know why I think of them. It looks like the same kind of lighting and all that is like Maduoke and anything. Thanks to everyone who's joining us. Sorry for the delay. The guys are coming out the tunnel now for kickoff. We're getting a guard of honour off of Aberdeen, which is lovely. Callum McGregor, the unique McGregor, is out with the trophy in front of the fans, absolutely lapping it up. Sorry guys, I'm just going to talk and I'm going to get a wee bit of the volume on. What a tifo display. I think the Green Brigade raised, I think it was £5,000, or the North Curve, it was one of the fan groups, raised £5,000 to do this tifo for the champions, and it's absolutely fantastic. Big trophy across, I think that's the Jockstein stand. And Callum McGregor lifts the flag. It's a big white display with a nice kind of Celtic green badge in the middle. And we've got some fireworks and stuff going off. Crowd are loving it. What a day. Wish I was there in person. Got to go to Dundee United against Kilmarnock yesterday, so but this just looks different level, man. What an opening game of the season. Anticipation is high. Now, I've been a Celtic fan my whole life, and anticipation at Celtic, look at that as well, 21-22 with the X there, like the Scottish kind of cross, almost bit in green and white. On the other stand, lovely. Full stadium displays are fantastic at Celtic Park. When they do come around. We've went through the starting 11 again. I don't know why, but Sky Sports is displaying it as if Rio Hatate is playing number 10 in a 4-2-3-1. Let's see. I don't think that's the way we're going to really be shaping. O'Reilly and Hatate will be so free reigning. Both of them will probably be intersecting into that position anyway. But that's not really the formation from the tactics set, if that makes sense. Fist bump to everyone who's here. So I see Connor Heibel, Hey Mai, Mikey Baston, Jordan Miller and Ian Sorare. The guy comes from Den Haag. Mikey Baston says the number 10 from Aberdeen, so he has some cards. How much did Watto charge you for petrol yesterday? Nothing. I didn't actually travel down with Tony. I had to it was like kind of last minute how it kind of came about and everything. And I basically had to just get down there as quick as I could, with his... leave as late as possible, but still get to the game in good time. And then equally when the game was done, if you watch the video, you'll see the outro. I was hanging on for the 90th minute, and then Kilmarnock made it 1-1 the 90th minute, and then hang on for extra time, finishes, and as soon as the final whistle goes, it was turn, walk out the stadium, hit record, and then just walk to the car. That's the kind of the outro of it, and it was just get back up the road ASAP, just because I had kids and misses and sleepovers and all sorts of shit happening. But today's been a much different affair. The 4:30 kickoff on a Sunday, I'm not going to lie, is not something I'm a fan of. Mainly because I don't like waiting for Celtic. We've got the huddle. Go on the hoops! Come on! Get into them. Oh man, this is going to be so good, guys. This is going to be so good. I'll show you this just right before we get to kick-off. So, as a team stand at the moment, this is my limited team. Probably my best Celtic limited team. Magno didn't do that great. I thought he was going to get subbed off in the 38th minute or something. I was absolutely bricking it. He stayed on the pitch a bit longer, but to no avail. The rest of these guys all start and they're all Apex players, so let's hope that they do well. How many points would we need to get up to the top ends? An extra 200 points from the Celtic cards gets us into star limited territory. Captain Maeda and Rare Hatate, between them, like, they're going to get over 100 points, I would say. So I think both of them could be catapulting us into tier 1 territory, which would be lovely. So let's cross our fingers and toes that they both come through. And All-Star Pro, Sebastian Da Boy, as he's known in America, legit, unfortunately just rocking in with a 41. It hurts my heart, because I could have played Ki Sung Young in this team. He scored marginally better, would have been my best option for a super rare mid. And then between, basically, Taylor, Sean Johnson done his job, but between Jota, Taylor, and Furuhashi, oh, look at that, 134 extra points from where we are to get into the top 15. I definitely think that's capable. We're capable of doing that. So guys, man, we could be on for some serious flush action here. Now, all 5 of these guys are playing. These are my big hitting cards. As the crowd sings on, walk on for us. To get to the top, we need an extra 208 points from where we are now to get to the top of the division and get a star super rare. So we could be on for some mad action. And in the FC Barcelona Foundation team, Andras Nemec bagged his 26 points. I seen Makaric, the other option, was also on the bench. Don't know how his score finished in that, but I don't suppose it would have been too different. But between Rio Hatate and Captain Maeda for the Foundation, if we can get them to get over 64 points and get into a tier 3, then I think we could all be quite happy with that for a week 1 venture. And then unfortunately the Dundee United lads didn't really turn up. We need Giakoumakis off the bench to get 100 really, which would be like a 70, so maybe a goal and a good bit of AA rapid, and a couple of shots and stuff, and then Captain Hatate to do the difference. And the specialist, we've still got some good hope as well. An extra 70, an extra 100 odd points from a Abada from the bench, and then Hatate, who started. It's not inconceivable. So we could be in for some mad action, guys. I'm absolutely buzzing. Thanks a lot to everyone who's joining us. It's been some so rare game week. I hope you've enjoyed the press conference as well. The game has started. We're 38 seconds in. Josip Juranovic with a throw in. Back to CCV. Solid touch. Playing it back to Welsh. And we're here, guys. Finally. How long have we been waiting for this day, man? Cheers to everyone at home. Kind of energy just between me and you. I've been waiting for this for so long, man. And I'm really glad I've had such a great game week. Like, doing the press conference, like, I've been kind of like drawing that up, if you like, since I got this place. And, you know, anyway, so glad to get that out. So glad with the reception. Honestly, like, I've never did a piece of content before that I've been so nervous about, and equally is super happy with the feedback on, as that press conference stuff. So I'm hoping that's going to evolve. Like, and anyway, for that to kick the game week off, I've got some good teams, so I'm going in excited anyway. And then go to a game Saturday, see Tony play, which was fantastic. And then here we sit now. Like, guys, we could be chasing down 4 or 5 star rewards, like, with the right result here. Aberdeen are struggling to get the ball to stop bobbling around. I think Celtic are maybe guilty of the same, but Juranovic takes the pace out of it to Hart, who plays the ball up towards the halfway line. And, oh, good move from Jota. Played a blind ball into the middle for Furuhashi. The centre half wins the header. I think that's O'Reilly, scoops it up. Plays a 1-2 with Hatate. O'Reilly from about 30 yards. Really tame shot, but I don't think it was really much of a shot as a deflection. And we've got the corner. Jota's on corners. Captain Jota till I die. O'Reilly on the corner. Fans are in great voice. What a great afternoon for it as well. The sun is out. O'Reilly with the corner. Oh yes! 1-0! Welsh, the fucking only player I've not got, man. And O'Reilly. You couldn't make it up. 1-0 Celtic. Come on, the boys. 2 minutes into the new season, guys. This is going to be a rout. Can't believe it was O'Reilly to Welsh. The only 2 cards basically I've not got running. Like, look at the Celtic team. Every pink dot is a card I've got. And there's only 3 that I've not played in. It's Juranovic and O'Reilly, who don't have cards. And then the only one that does have a fucking card, Welsh. Nice header, man. The defender he's done well, man. Great header, great position. He's fought well, but he's beat 3 men to the ball. And when he's on the back foot to do that jump, he's got no right, really, to beat 3 men. Especially with where they all are. One's behind him, one's in front of him, and then one is like intersecting the ball. So like, for all 3 of them to allow him to do that is criminal. But we take it, man. 1-0 up, 2 minutes in. I've been saying it to everyone I speak to, the manager rates Welsh so highly, and in my opinion, Welsh is like the understudy to Carter Vickers. What that means to me is anytime Carter Vickers is not getting minutes, it will be Welsh that fills in at RCB, right centre-back. And equally, if in 2-3 years from now, the club and the manager probably see, like if we were to sell CCV or in any situation, Welsh is the heir apparent. So I think Welsh is a great card to have if you know like today was going to play. And obviously, you couldn't ask for a better start 2 minutes in. If you can walk home with a clean sheet, look, Welsh will be a U23 defender of death that probably not many people have played. And if you have played him, especially in that kind of situation, you're going to capitalise upon it, then congratulations, well done. And I'm getting messages galore about Welsh and stuff now. Oh, I better put my phone on silent, actually. Oh, no, actually, I'm waiting for a man to come and see me about a dog, sorry. I'll need to... Something's getting delivered to the studio, so when my phone goes, I'll need to dive out for 2 seconds. But you won't miss me. Oh, here goes Maeda into the final third. It was a nice pass from whoever played that, and Maeda's won the corner. Referee saying goal kick. That's fucking bollocks. Honestly, Willie Collum yesterday at the Kilmarnock Dundee United game was horrendous, man. Like, in no way am I being biased, right? But he gave Tony nothing. Like, every time Tony done something, it was a foul. And anytime anyone fouled him, he just fucking ignored it. It was mental. And, honestly, it took Dundee United like 70 minutes to win a free kick. And I don't even mean win a free kick, but like, even just those 50-50s that, are free kicks sometimes, just none of them happened at all. So that was brutal to watch. So we'll see how the refereeing performance goes today. Hopefully we're not talking about it come full time. But there's a Tati, nice wee touch, wee bit blind perhaps. I want to see some more. Is Sorare data not up to speed with us? Is the game too fast, or do I need to refresh this page or something? Oh, it's got us a 1-0. There we go. So Welsh is up to 65 already, man. Fantastic. Because obviously, so yeah, just to clarify for everyone at home. So what's happened now is he's got a goal, so that changes his... So everyone starts with a decisive score of 35. That goal now makes Stephen Welsh's decisive score 60. So that means no matter what else happens in the match, he could have an absolute stinker on like passing and stuff like that. He can't score any less than 60 unless he done something decisively negative, like a red card, an own goal, gave away a penalty, something like that. So fantastic. And he's got 5 all-round points already. So he's got nothing for general, nothing for defence. In possession, he's won a duel for 1.5 points, which is fantastic. A couple of passes into the final third and stuff like that. And then shot on target, 3 points. So the goal itself is credible for a significant is credit for a significant portion of his all-round score already. Wee JJ is fired up today. Fireball. No, Willie Collum does not have Tony Watt in his SO5 that week for sure. You can say that again. There's a bunch of these here. Thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, then please do. If you're new to Sorare, there is a link in the description of this video that will get you a free limited card once you've bought 5 from the market. And by hitting that link, as soon as you click that link, sign up directly so it registers. But by doing that, you go to supporting all the content here at the channel. And I thank you in advance for that. Hail, hail. And big ball from the goalkeeper. CCV wins the header. It kind of goes nowhere. Very calamitous, it must be said. Joe Hart does keep a cool head, and it looks like McGregor is sweeping up there into Carter Vickers, and we're stringing some passes. The ball is quite bobbling around, and there we go. We're coming out of the defensive third with good possession, but whoever tried to play that big switch right to left there was ill-advised to do so. It was not good. And Aberdeen have got it on the right. Celtic are I've not seen Celtic really play other than that little sequence there where they were really forced to get a handle on the ball in that defensive situation. I've not seen Hatate, like, you know, I've not seen Hatate, McGregor or whatever get the ball and trying to orchestrate an attack yet. 8 minutes into the game, 1-0 up. I find that surprising, but it's quite frantic so far. And Aberdeen are they're going to try and hang on to the ball and play the ball forward that they want. They're definitely prepared for Celtic to press them, but the quality's gone. And then so we're balking out now with Welsh. So what I'm kind of hoping to see is a midfield rotation. Yep. So we want to see a midfield rotation at this point, so it moves the guys that are trying to get into a settled shape. If we let the guys get into a settled shape, then it means when we are moving these passes left to right, there's not going to be an opening. That midfield needs to rotate, and there we go. We've got something there. Riley's cut in. Hatate's went beyond him. Got a shot on goal. I used to think of it as like, you know, when I was coaching and stuff, I used to talk about it like a washing machine. You need to think of all three of these as like a rotating kind of thing, you know. So if one of you drops in, these are all going to move around into different shapes and spaces where the men who are trying to settle and mark are now having to think about decisions that they need to make and are their teammates making. And that indecision, if you've got quality and speed in your favour, is where you can hopefully rip teams up with those left to right passes, because as you're doing that left to right pass, you're waiting for the rotation to happen, and that's the trigger to play the ball and go. Whereas now, when it's like this, it's just kind of bobbling about. It's who's getting to the ball first. Can I control it and pass? Can I get a foul? Can I get a free kick? It's just, like time just drips away when the football gets like that, you know. So we're 10 minutes in, 1-0. We're very comfortable, but the game is very, like, it doesn't feel like 10 minutes of football. Like, really, it doesn't. It's like, what's even happened this whole time? So we've got Taylor into Hatate with a nice ball down the line for Maeda, who gets it off the ground into a good area, and one of the centre backs for Aberdeen easily out jumps Kyogo. He was not prepared for that kind of delivery. Trying to get a wee counter attack here, but Celtic get back on the ball. Right, let's see some magic. That's a terrible ball from Hatate. Again, we just need a few, and again, when the ball's into midfield, then these rotations become even harder to execute, because when he has the ball, you're in control of the way the game's shaping up in terms of left, right, centre and all that kind of stuff. And that's when you need to sometimes calm it down, and it frustrates people, but then maybe then you take a breath and you play it, you know, to the opposing sides, the opposing side from you is centre back in a bit more space with a different image on the pitch. Then forces everyone to shuffle over ever so slightly, and then when the shuffle over happens ever so slightly, again, that's when gaps and opportunities can happen. All the fun stuff, guys. SofaScore and SD show Hendry as assisting Brugge a goal, but have not given the decisive. I got a notification about a Hendry assist. God, I don't know. Was that an OG or something maybe? Because that I've seen. Oh, here we go. O'Reilly to Maeda. And I always think as well, like, I always think Jota's much better on the left, man. Like, I much prefer Jota on the left. I think when he's on the left, coming inside, I think he's much more effective. And I think Maeda, when he's on the right, I think he's just, I think he's better. So, the manager he will swap them wings at some point in the first half. I see that coming. Not any time. Well, maybe it'll happen. It could happen any minute. Who knows when it'll happen. But I see that happening in the first half at some point, just to keep Aberdeen on their toes. And, you know, no matter what the stage of the game's at, switching wingers can always just kind of tell you something in the game and maybe give you a wee bit of the element of surprise. Second goal. Juntkala. There we go, the Barcelona kid. That's the thing about the Barca kid, is sorry, I'm getting messages and stuff. Is by the time the cards came out for that Junkla, it wasn't going to be a secret, you know, by all accounts. Like, I was catching little whispers that this guy's really good, and he might go to this like kind of big team and do okay, but if he went to like Bruges, or and there was a couple of other Bruges-ish teams like, you know, kind of in for him, and it's like, then he could actually be a really powerful player in that kind of league. Obviously he goes to Bruges, and you think, oh, this could be a wee sneaky one. But then if you've been on Sorare for a while, you know that if this guy plays at the beginning of the season, he's still not going to have a card. So Cat will be out the bag. So I'm actually really pleasantly surprised at how well he started this. No, not pleasantly surprised, but I'm glad to see he started the season in that kind of vein. Because I had it before with like one of my first seasons on Sorare with a guy called Yusuf Badji. And I got his 1 of 100 first ever card, and I was super excited about him. He had a great pre-season for Bruges, scored like 5 goals, and looked like he was going to be one of the next guys coming through. And then, like, yeah, just look at him and you'll see what's happened. So, some of them go for you, some of them go against you. Atate's just been he's just trying to be a little bit too cute, man. Like, he's just trying to give the ball to O'Reilly there by doing a rollover. You know, fucking pass the ball. You know what I mean? Like, it's 1-0. It's the 13th minute. It's the only game of the season. Like, we all want to look good and put a, you know, but come on, let's not take the piss here. Just fucking pass him the ball. And he's done like 2, that's maybe the third thing the most that Hatate's done. How's Hatate scoring out? Do you know what's really annoying and kind of interesting is watching Hatate score, because I'm looking at this 43, right? Is that his defender card that's on 43? And I've got no real way of cycling through, I think, other than maybe if I opened up a new window. If I maybe open up a new window. SO5 scores, does it have the Aberdeen one? Yeah, it does. 44 for the mid. This is quite fun. 42 for the forward. Okay. 45 for the defender. Do you know what I think's funny as well? He's actually a really good goalkeeper. Real Hatate, if we could get a goalkeeper card for him, that'd be pretty sweet. But yeah, keeping on top of those scores is a nightmare. But yeah, his defender card seems to be doing good, and that's his super rare that I've got, so quite happy with how that's probably lining up. Still young, trash, maybe harsh, not much confidence. What are we talking about? Badgie? Yeah. He's just not... I just don't think he's barely kicked a ball, and that just means obviously he's not doing it in training. I think he has had a few like niggles, like pulled muscles here and there and whatever, but like, and you know, there was a few green shoots. Like, I think he scored 1 or 2 goals on loan at France, and I mean, like, maybe after having like 45 substitute appearances. Oh, Kyogo went to block the kick. The goalkeeper read it and dummied him, and Kyogo was just a wee bit out of, you know, posture, off balance, if you like. Then to go pick his pocket, but he will definitely make a note of that. So yeah, we see Hatate trying to drop in there for a wee bit of that rotation, and it's not happened. And again, this is another feature of Celtic if you've not seen under like Postecoglou, but you see the kind of position Juranovic takes up sometimes. Like, he looks like a midfielder also, and that can then free up one of them to go wild and just go further up the pitch a bit free. And it seems to be O'Reilly there now, but Hatate not finding him with the pass, and then Juranovic steps into the space. But his first touch is a wee bit too heavy, and an Aberdeen fullback has just shelled it for a goal kick to Celtic. All players are in the Aberdeen half at this stage. We're 16 minutes into the game. Welsh has the ball, basically coming up for the halfway line. They're now carrying it out from the goalkeeper's goal kick. Maeda's dropped into midfield to try and get the ball. McGregor is orchestrating play, telling everyone where to go. Unfortunately, we don't get any points for that. But yeah, so we're doing these sideways left to right passing. McGregor's getting us into a form, getting us into a tempo. McGregor's boxed out there now, and what I mean by that is if you look at where McGregor is, there's basically a 4 section of Aberdeen like midfielders around him if he was to step in. So all the players are central, and we're going to get the joy out wide as we have a wild left cross come over to the right hand side that Jota's controlled, drop back to Juranovic. He's played it into the box for Hatate. He doesn't get to the ball first, and Aberdeen managed to clear it for the halfway line, where I think we call that a dual 1 for Carter Vickers. McGregor collects and switches the ball back to Hart, who plays to Welsh again. Welsh is going to score tremendous. He's on 70 points already. Welsh is going to come out with an absolute cracker of a score. I wish I bought Welsh. I tried to buy him like maybe 2 or 3 times, like a rare. Don't think I would buy any other version of him. Maybe a limited would have been a great shout for the underdog or the specialist or something like that. If any of you have played Stephen Welsh, let me know. Celtic is very much more a 4-3-3, like not like what we've got here, really. What is displayed now on Sorare data is kind of what's actually happening on the pitch. O'Reilly is the forward of the 3, and in between Hatate and McGregor, they have been dropping equally as deep. And then the service just cut out there for a second, but I don't think it was anything to do with me. I think it was a Sky Sports thing. And yeah, I actually felt quite similar watching Dundee United yesterday. It feels like we're missing a man in the middle of the pitch. Like, we should, once we're into this kind of shape, we should be comfortable enough, personnel, quality and positionally on the pitch, to play the ball into midfield to McGregor, Hatate, O'Reilly. Those three, play a pass or two between them to open up space. The forwards read the play and make the appropriate runs. But we're getting it in, shelling it big right, which, you know, Jota's done. Oh, he's absolutely done the right back here. Made his way into the box. He's controlled it. And he's getting done for probably high feet or dangerous play or something. Falling back, trying to control the ball. Defender's dipped his head. It's never going to be a Celtic decision anyway, let's just call it that. Brilliant moment for Stephen Welsh as we get a little replay. Who's been playing? Oh, Badgie. 16 games. I've sold him ages ago, hey Mai, so I'm not... Like, you'll be up to date with him more than I am now, you know. I sold him about a year ago, probably. Maybe not even as long ago as that, because I say it was the first one I had. I had the first print, one of 100, you know. It was a nice looking card as well, like good strip. He's got like these cool little dreadlocks with like blonde tips on them, which look cool on the card, you know, just call a spade a spade. I'm not a mad haircut guy like that, you know, but it's a cool looking card. I think it looks better than the other one, basically. I actually am not very impressed with the first 20 minutes, to be quite truthful. Like, I think Hatate needs a wee bit of a slap to, you know, like, nothing's won yet, man. We want goals. I want stuff to happen. 1-0 up after 3 minutes, thanks to some crap defending at a corner, is not going to cut it, you know. Aberdeen are not making it easy, but we're definitely missing a piece, you know. Yeah, I think you're quite right, Josh. Sometimes an early goal can make a team complacent. Played vets against ex-Prem player this morning. Oh my god, even at 48, the golfing class was noticeable. Wow. Interesting, Mikey. Who was there, if you don't mind name dropping? That's interesting. I noticed that, like, as you know, regular viewers of the channel will know, like, I did my B licence for guys that won the European Cup called Manish and Costinha, if you know them. Also, I do, you know, but just depending on what age you are, really. And that was incredible. Like, they'd been retired like 2 or 3 years, and it was just mental, man. Like, it wasn't even that they could do. It's so hard to put into words, especially Manish, because he had like a gut, you know, and he'd start to get like hamster cheeks, and that. He's one of these guys that enjoyed his retirement. He didn't try at all, and that was kind of the best bit about it. Jota's done a little dribble there, played a ball into the box, but it's a blind ball into a good area, but just nobody. Jackie Makis would like a ball like that. Jota is on the left now, 20 minutes in, so make a note of that. 20 minutes in, Jota on the left. Here we go. Nice ball. Oh, unlucky. That would have been for O'Reilly, so I don't really want O'Reilly to score anymore or do anything. I really don't want O'Reilly involved in anything. Here he is. Good delivery for... Oh, come on, man. I need Kyogo involved. Jota's going to collect it. Look, we would look much better. So rare or on the boards at the side. Absolutely loving it. With Jota glancing around on the left-hand side of the pitch. Own your game. So rare. Welcome to the club. Oh, that's it, Jota. Jota's inside. He's doing people. O'Reilly slowed it down a bit much. Jota's made his way in there. Penalty shout. We're not going to get it. Maeda could have took a shot but didn't. That's a great chance. That's a good bit of play finally, you know. 22 minutes into the game after Jota goes on to the left. I know my onions, guys. I know my stuff. Gareth Davis. Oh, cool. The name rings a bell for sure. Tifosi. Good. All right, Quinny. Going good for Celtic. What's happening with Christian Ramirez? Thought he was, I don't know, mate. I've not been following Aberdeen. I'm terribly sorry. Sometimes, I've caught up before the chat. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm doing my best to keep up if it always would go. I can't believe he's given that foul against Hatate. That's just weak. Like, that's the sort of stuff like yesterday was getting given against Tony, and like even like a lot of the other Dundee United players, like Willie Collins, sometimes you just get those stupid decisions against you, man. Like, the refs are shocking. And it's interesting, I was listening to a really good, or an interesting discussion about VAR in Scottish football on the radio yesterday, coming back from Kilmarnock. And VAR, if you don't know, is coming into Scotland after the first round of games, so once everybody's played each other once. And I was talking about this as well on my first appearance on the Celts Are We podcast, or Celts Are Here, sorry, I beg your pardon. And I think it's going to be mental when the VAR comes in terms of just the paper and the fan like reactions and all the stuff that will get said about it. They're just the league and all the clubs are, by voting for it, they're just opening themselves up for headaches galore. So I'm not looking forward to that. But what I'm looking forward to is like maybe that penalty shout, if that's VAR'd, like maybe it is a penalty, I don't know, I've not seen the replay back yet. Great ball into the box, poor clearance by Aberdeen, Jota to Rio, doesn't take a good enough touch to control it, and Aberdeen walk it out the box, but Kyogo and O'Reilly get it back between them. Kyogo's on the edge of the box, he's going to play it left, no he's not, he's cutting back inside, nice back heel for Hatate, who was playing a nice ball right in there to Maeda, but unfortunately the captain for Aberdeen, who will be, is it Stewart, has cleared the ball there. Number 5, Stewart, yeah. Oh, great ball. Great ball. Kyogo! Oh! Almost. That's what we need. Quick, decisive play like that, you know. So, who was this? Taylor? No, Hatate. Into O'Reilly. And a good Tom Rogic ball. Just into the area. Right pace, right place, everything. And Kyogo's just about shinned it. I think if he trusted Maeda to make that ball, he could have just hung back for a cutback. It'd have been double as nice, you know, but unlucky. Could have been a goal. And better not go down as a big chance missed, in fact. Better not go down as a BCM. Kyogo's on 39. Let's keep our eyes on that. Oh, is these scores not updated? 27. Oh, he's on 33 now. Yeah, big chance miss, man. That's bogus. I suppose it was like, because it's like 6 yards out, ball across the box, like on paper. Come on, Hatate, give yourself a shake, pal. 26 minutes in. I think Greg Taylor's in the box. Hey Quinny, any idea when O'Reilly could come on to Sorare with the new season cards? He's not even got a picture for last season. Same as Juranovic. And Juranovic has been here since last summer window. So it's just a pure abnormality why they're not here. So yeah, there's going to be no discovery on them, if that makes sense. Like, it's just going to be new season. You're not going to get them on the fly or anything now. The cat's out of the bag, if you like. O'Reilly, great ball, by the way. Set piece play. I think that's Welsh with the wall pass, if you like, across the face of the box. Ball's bobbling around still. I can't believe the referee's given that. Ball's kind of scrambling around the box. Everyone's kind of thrown themselves at stuff. The goalkeeper comes out with a big punch over Kyogo and kind of wipes himself out. The referee seems to have given a free kick against Celtic for fucking nothing, really. I don't know, but you could give Aberdeen a free kick for there from that replay I just seen. Interesting. I'm going to turn this down one more wee touch just because the fans are singing. I just don't want to get... I cannot get in trouble again, guys, for doing this. We did it for El Clasico and I had it so that the camera was the tellies on the back wall from me. And yeah, we got in big trouble for that. Cannot get in trouble like that again. But, you know, I don't think Aberdeen have not had, you know, there's been no threat. Joe Hart's on 38 points. That'll all be from passing and such. It's good to see Hatate on a 46 there, but I've got no idea what position that's for. And Maeda and Furuhashi are still to really influence the rest of 5 score. Aberdeen with a hopeful ball into the box is controlled well by the striker. It's played out left, right-footed cross in to the back post, and it just bounces away. The box is crowded, and Joe Hart's playing around here like he's going to pass it short quickly, but everyone kind of fans out quickly and runs away from it. We play the ball short between Hatate and Welsh on the left side of defence. Now to Hart. Aberdeen are just running away now. They're just running away. They're just not even looking at the ball. They're just turning around and running away. Back to our half, lads. Back we go. Right, okay, we're here. You know. My SofaScore notifications came through with a Jack Hendry rating of like 7 or something. So he's definitely been credited with a good game all the same. McGregor on the ball, moving it around. McGregor's not on many points. I want to see McGregor influence the game. I want to see Celtic's midfield influence the game. Greg Taylor on the ball now, but between him and Welsh. Sorare back on the boards again. Come on, man. Come on, boys. Let's get going. Carter Vickers is like actually just standing still on the ball. Aberdeen are now even in their half, like 5-10 yards, just like, yep. Getting compact, getting deeper. You know, and with the lack of like ingenuity to take on a man and beat a man that was shown so far, like that's what we're kind of missing, is someone also to drop in and go on a bit of a run and a dribble. But without that, you need to then play the ball forward, quickly. Nice, here we go, Kyogo! Oh! What happened there? Come on, man. O'Reilly again, great ball into the box. There we go, Celtic. A bit of feisty now, we're up the pitch and oh, nice. This is, overdone it. O'Reilly does a man with the keepy uppies. The referee nutmegs the ball for Jota. And we get some quick 1-2s. And let's get the ball back under control, guys. Let's get the ball back under control. Right, forward, but okay. Good little spell of play here. Crikey, different gravy Celtic at the moment. Oh, here we go. Rio to O'Reilly. Jota inside the box. He's going to shoot. Or play it to somebody easy. Back to O'Reilly. I don't know if the goalkeeper's going to get the save credited, but it's over the crossbar. I think it's a corner. At least we would have got an assist for Jota there, so I can handle that. But O'Reilly is the main man that the attack is all going through at the moment. And he's just imposed himself on the game, so fair play to him, man. He's doing a lot of good stuff here. He's on the corner as well. O'Reilly is running the show today, guys. I think everyone expected this to be Turnbull. And probably the odd thing is Turnbull's going to rotate with Hatate, so like, let's see what's going to happen here. Welsh is back up again with Carter Vickers and Maeda in like a little scrimmage for this corner before it gets delivered. Aberdeen players are all kind of jostling, pushing them about and stuff. Ball comes in. Decent ball at the front post. Little flick on from someone. I think we're getting another corner here. And we're playing up as if we're going to take it short to Greg Taylor, but I think that's maybe a decoy. Greg Taylor is on the wrong side of the pitch, it must be noted. Jota again trying to do a stupid wee flick at the front post. He could have controlled that dead there. He was free. You know, he could have just, boom, took that. And again, throw in, he's offside, but of course from a throw in, that's fine. So he takes advantage of the position, drops it back, and then you use that advantage of the throw in to be like on the goal line. And he's not got much pressure on him. You know, he's good enough to turn himself around to get himself in a position to make position there. So to come back, and now we're dawdling around on the cusp of the Aberdeen shape. Maeda's on the left, cutting inside on his right, snip ball into Rio, and again Hatate, his ball is just terrible. Like, he's trying to just wall pass it off his instep for McGregor to step onto, but he's just totally killed all the pace of the ball, and McGregor's run's not quick enough to meet it as a result. Aberdeen have snapped it up, and now Aberdeen are dicking about with the ball, trying to get over their halfway line, but they can't. O'Reilly's on the ball, forward pass. Jota and Maeda kind of leave it. Sweeper keeper action here. Stephen Welsh wins the header. Jota on the front foot, plays the ball. That's a shot. That's selfish. It would have been brilliant if it went in, but 3-on-3 there. You know, our front three and, you know, their guy Richardson, who's on 28, and that side of the defence on the back foot. Yeah, disappointing. I do find this mildly concerning, because I was big hyping for how good these guys should be turning up, and we've seen it in spells, But, and again, Aberdeen are like top 4, top 5 team in the country, minimum, you would say. And I know last season they didn't do too well, but in terms of stature, facilities, and pedigree over the last, say, 5 to 10 years, is there to be seen for all, you know. So, yeah, respect to the opponent, etc. But, like we're saying, I don't think the player, again, I've just not seen, Tate for me has been the big disappointment in the first half. Jota's been brilliant on the left, but he needs to actually, you know, he's been really close to making a few chances. His AAs could be decent if he's getting credited with big chances created, which it doesn't seem to be. I'll check on that in a second. Tatati plays a cross into the box. It's headed away because it's Maeda and Furuhashi against these big centre-backs, you know. "27 minutes in, 1-0. I've not got Sky Sports, so I'm here for the game. Really good commentary, though. Thank you very much, Gronak. I really appreciate that. Your Sorare isn't refreshing. O'Reilly already on 79. Yeah, and what I might need to do, actually, is I might need to actually put this screen behind me so it's just permanently open. I think it's wrecked the zoom on. Yeah, it has. It's wrecked the screen settings. So I can do that, and I think then that means it's permanently like the big screen that's on. And then it should be pretty decent to see. Can't see Greg Taylor because of me now, so we'll put me here. There we go, put me here. That should do it, eh? You still see Johnny Hayes and Maeda, because I know you're all here for Johnny Hayes and Maeda. But yeah, O'Reilly on 36 minutes. Wow, my stream is on 34, now the 35th minute. And this is Sorare data telling me minute 36, so this is in the future, man. Like, this is ahead of me by a minute. Furuhashi, aye. So Jota's on a decent AA, I'm guessing he's getting some big chances created. Taylor's on a good score, which is good from a D3. But yeah, man. We'll check through the AA scores at half time. Kennedy cuts inside. 2 seconds, guys. Oh, we're in the box. Maeda cuts it back for, oh Jesus, for Jota, who's knocked over for O'Reilly, who cuts it back again for McGregor. Please score, McGregor. He's into Jota. It's probably offside. You should have shot McGregor. McGregor should have shot there. Great work, it looks like, from Kyogo in the first place. Great play, but again, everyone's just dicking around. McGregor should be fucking shooting here all day. He should be pinging that. Bang, top bag. %, man. 36 minutes. Aberdeen have played it forward in behind our right back position. Carter Vickers is one-on-one with the guy inside the 18-yard box. Played back to the edge of the 18-yard box. And that whistled. Johnny Hayes, that whistled by the post by a fraction of a minutia. Oh, yeah. You can see a little bit of my... I've got frames that are going to go up on that blue wall. You can see a little bit of them behind me. Sorry, I don't like seeing that. So I'm going to put this here. And we're maybe just going to move this back a bit, maybe, just so we can see Taylor. I can maybe just move down a bit. It's only me that cares about Taylor. Carter Vickers deals with the ball from Aberdeen, knocks it back into midfield, and we are walking up the pitch. McGregor switches it out for the left. It looks like Jota. Yep, Jota's one-on-one with a guy coming inside. Nice 1-2 between him and O'Reilly. He's now past the 18-yard line on the left flank. He's knocked it back for Taylor at left back, who is knocking it back into central midfield almost, to Stephen Welsh, who's obviously just taking the half. You know, again, the centre halves are inside. They're are so far in Celtic's the Aberdeen's own half that the centre circle is behind them. You know, that's where the centre backs are. Celtic Park is one of the biggest pitches in the country, if not the biggest pitch, but I think Hampden's probably bigger. Lovely step over from Jota, an amazing ball into the box. Maeda's made a run. Furuhashi has just been a statue, and I don't know why somebody's not scoring there. Like, I don't get that. Again, Jota on the left, much more effective than on the right. Can't say that enough. And Aberdeen have got a throw in now in their defensive third. We're 38 minutes into the game. And yeah, it looks like Matt O'Reilly and Stephen Welsh are the talk of the town with the goal and all the passing stats. Like, O'Reilly's been running the show in the attacking sense with all the play. It's looked amazing. And Aberdeen are looking to counter-attack here quickly. And yeah, so I think Aberdeen are now in our half. They're going to be feeling pretty good about that. FC Barcelona doesn't sound... I'm not happy. Furuhashi, Maeda, Jota, none of them have a decisive. They should be on a decisive by now. No two ways about it. Carter Vickers now walking the ball out. 39 minutes. We've got to be getting our goal before half time. For the good play we've had, like, in the last 10 minutes or so, I don't know who that was that played that ball there to Maeda, but it was a wee bit too soft, and Aberdeen have collected it. The number 10 from the team in Holland has looked pretty lively, man. He's just beat Maeda, got into the middle third of the pitch, and he tried to play in Johnny Hayes, but it's not come off. And I think Aberdeen have got a throw in. Taylor better than I thought. Yeah, Taylor's good, man. You know, he's certainly not bad, but it's just, he's not, like, if you watch him in an attacking sense, he's not done it today, but he can put in good deliveries, but he very often doesn't. Has bad decision making and bad delivery in the final third. It can be good, you know, but it's not always. It's defensive stuff, but it's top. You know, he's good. I've got no problem with him domestically. And again, the problem is I just don't think Taylor, like, I think when we go to Champions League against a good team, like, Taylor's not anywhere near that level. Who knows? I hope I'm surprised. I hope I'm wrong, of course. This is a bigger game, I think. What's a bigger game? Hey, man. Anana. Yep, so here we go. I say Tate's done alright. I think that's the defender card that's doing alright, I think, because his attacking contributions will score so highly on that defender card. And as long as we, keep the clean sheet, then happy days. Nice wee dummy from Jota, defending it. Oh, fuck me, man, seriously. We just about get away with that. Again, Jota trying one dummy too many. Like, he's dummied the ball to, I think it was Tate, and then Tate's played Jota on the run, and then Jota's went and dummy it again to O'Reilly. And it's just been ill-advised, to say the least. And then O'Reilly's just about got to the ball. Aberdeen players chopped him down. We've got a free kick, and now we're back to the same picture. The Aberdeen guys got a yellow card for his troubles, but we're now back to the same picture we've seen for the majority of the game. Aberdeen firmly embedded within their own half. Celtic struggling to find the man in the middle to get on the ball and create something. Aberdeen have actually intercepted a pass on the counter-attack. Number 10 is in our box, crossing it in from the left to two guys on the back post. High on his chest, he manages to bring it down. It's on the right wing, left-footed shot come cross. Bobbling around the box, McGregor just about sweeps it up between... The bobbles came between Welsh and Carter Vickers. Big, ambitious ball up. Furuhashi gets lucky with one bounce, gets unlucky with the second. And then super rare for me, Ross McCrory sweeps up from there. Didn't play McCrory today, he's on 38 points so far. Didn't want to. He's playing defence, so I don't know how that'll be for his midfield card. Might actually be quite good. because he should be getting lots of passes and stuff. And then I don't know. We'll see how it scores. So Aureli's up to 83 now. Wow, fantastic. Taylor, good tackle back there. Wins the ball, keeps the possession as well. Brilliant, Taylor. Jota on the left, playing the ball up, ambitious to Furuhashi against a wee bit. Again, I guess you can criticise every ball. I guess I'm on the verge of doing that, I suppose, at this point. You do want him to play quick. That's what we've been asking for, and that was decent. But Jota is playing that ball very deep. Ideally, you want somebody a wee bit deeper, feeding the ball to Jota, and then Jota from a slightly better position plays that quick ball, you know, ideally. But again, we're not in an ideal situation. It's only 1-0 in the 43rd minute. We've dominated possession. We've definitely had the better chances. Kyogo's definitely walking in with a big chance missed. I don't think anyone else will be, to be honest. It's been not a bad half. Yeah, we've been all right. Again, we've kind of grown into it, I suppose. He's only playing defender today because we have no defenders. Joke. Okay, good to know. I bought him because his scores, I bought him because apparently he was going to be amazing in centre midfield after Ferguson leaving and whatever. O'Reilly, great laser beam ball down the right for Maeda, and he plays the ball to Furuhashi at the front post. Great delivery, decent attempt at it. Furuhashi is claiming corner. Maybe it is, by the way. Wow, by the way, see this guy Stewart? Mightily impressed with him. Mightily impressed. He did get a toe to that. He has looked very good. Right, we've got another corner. It's O'Reilly on it again. Left-footed corner. Big Stewart. He's looked good, man. He's looked really good. Ball's in the box, kind of bobbling about. Again, another kind of penalty shout. And again, we just can't get the ball to slow down. It gets too fast. We lose control of it. Aberdeen run us to exactly the 45th minute and the 5th second for the referee to blow the half-time whistle. They do not want Celtic scoring any more goals, of course. And yeah, we're here for half-time, guys. I'll be back with you in a moment. And we're back, guys. We're back. Oh, can I be false alarm there? So it's been a good first half to see us back on the pitch. The pre-match was amazing. I think the tifo from all around the stadium was amazing. Good to see the stadium, the flag, the trophy, everything. And we started the game so amazing in the 3rd minute, 2nd minute, whatever it was, with Welsh's easy header for the goal. And we've created, I don't know, maybe 3 other chances that are. Oh sugar, where's my mouse went? There we go. That is, let's move to this guy. So let's have a look. So Furuhashi in the first half for Kyogo has got one big chance missed, one shot on target. He's won a contest. He's not scored that many points. Just not been involved in the game very much. Jota on the other hand, 43 points at halftime. He's got a shot on target, a couple of penalty area entries, an attempted assist as well. Yeah, so he's got some chances in that going his way. No interceptions or anything. Keeping a wee eye open for them. Accurate final third passing and stuff like that's all there as well. And yeah, that's all for Jota. But decent first half for him. He's been much better on the left than on the right. Maeda has been a wee bit unlucky again. He's not really been on the ball that much, you know, like he's lost possession 7 times, 10 accurate passes, a bunch of them been in the final third, which is cool. He's been in the box 5 times, getting touches and playing passes and whatever. He's been decent, you know, but he's just maybe not been on the ball enough. Talk of the first half has been all about Matt O'Reilly on an 85 with an assist in the first half. His all-round score is up to 25.4. He's won a tackle for 3 points, which is brilliant. He's got his duels are 4 for 4, and he's lost more possession than he's won, it must be said. But his passing and his final third passing has been spot on. He's been doing all of that for us really in the first half. And in his attacking stats, he's got a shot on target, contest won in the box, a big chance created, 3 attempted assists, 10 penalty area entries. And yeah, he's been very, very good in the first half. Sorry guys, just catching back up with everything there and whatnot. Sorry, thanks for bearing with me. I'll need to jump out again, sorry. I just keep thinking I hear these big trucks coming. I've got a delivery coming, like I was saying. And I'm holding off as well, putting my Celtic top on, because I don't want to be hanging about, trying to catch a truck, wearing colours. I just don't want anyone, what's that guy up to, Especially because I think, like, if you hung about here, you'd probably hear me, And I don't know. I just like to be in here doing my thing, So, Channy Sports is in the house. Fist bump, good to see you, my man. Jordan Miller, Mortis Pike. I think everyone's had fist bumps, haven't they? Alfie Duffin, Simply Alex, I know you've not had a fist bump yet. Finished them off second half, indeed, that is the plan. Unfortunately, my big teams are not quite delivering, man. Of all the fucking players to get decisives and whatnot, man, absolutely worst luck so far. But I think this team's still punching, because Kyogo's looking the most likely to score, I would say. Jota's looking very likely for the assist as well. So I think this team is actually standing in really good stead. Greg Taylor on a great score. If he can keep his run up, pardon me. Let's see. So in general terms, what's he got? 4 points. He's got a double already. So he's won 1 tackle, which is fantastic. He's got 2 interceptions. He's won net 4 duels, which is brilliant. He's won possession twice, lost possession 7 times, which for a left back is a great half-time statistic. Accurate passing, all been spot on. Lovely to see. Missed passes 6. That's not the end of the world. That'll be me. Sorry, 2 seconds. Jesus. Finally, all done and dusted. Right, sorted. So we've got our boy Taylor, who has been kicking ass and taking names in the first half, and along with Jota being so likely as captain to go and get an assist on top of that 8-8 game, and Furuhashi being the most likely to go and get a goal, I think this team still, I'm still holding high hopes for this one. And this team, like, Rio's the main green shoot, and I really need these other three to start racking some points in a big way. And 90% complete. Still 171 points to find, including multipliers and such, which between this whole team, I don't think is too much, because Joe Hart's going to be on for another 20. Another 25. So I'll take him up to 65, plus multiplier, plus anything extra he does in the second half. Should the clean sheet hold? So yeah, I think I still want to watch for sure. This needs these guys to actually drop it decisive. And yeah, no change down here really, is there? Yeah, this is all kind of the same. We're kind of waiting for a bad off the bench, maybe Rio to do some damage. But the midfielder's on 50. So let's see, midfielder's on 50, 49.5 for the forward, so not very different at all. And the defender at 48.6. So in fact, the midfielder at the moment at half-time is 0.13 or 0.8 of a point ahead or something. Yeah. So we're fighting, we're slugging away, you know, we're getting stuck into it, and we hope for more of the same in the second half. Of course, as you can see, the boys are coming out of the tunnel, so I better switch camera before I get in trouble. And we're getting ready for the second half, guys. I'm fucking buzzing. Here we go. Rio profiting as well from clean sheet, the defender card. Yeah, and it's still the weakest of the three, in fact. That's because the possession lost will be the main penalty. So that won't really correct itself until the clean sheet bonus kicks in. And that will probably accelerate the defender card. You know, so yeah, that'll actually be interesting to look at half-time. Full-time, I beg your pardon. Both teams are coming out for the second half. I didn't listen, of course, to the half-time people because I was talking to you guys in part as well as trying to nail down that. I see Turnbull coming off from his half-time warm-up along with Giakoumakis. Oh, Postecoglou is doing this to somebody. Like, go that way, go right over the pitch. Or maybe he's just telling the subs to get off or something. Or no, somebody's switching over. Yeah. So he's putting Jota back onto the right and Maeda on the left. So we go again, reset, like we did from kickoff, basically. There we go. That's a wee bit better for me. And yeah, here we go for the second half, guys. Thanks a lot for joining us. If you are, actually meant to. Yeah, I meant to give that a wee break at half time. I'm such a diddy. We should make it to full time. Camera's been alright for 2-hour runs before. Ish. It should be fine. Straight away, Rio down the left for Maeda, plays the ball into the box. It's bobbling around at the edge. O'Reilly gets like a foot to it. Jota's found it on the right hand side. He's played it kind of. Again, Jota is just trying to do the. Again, like his talent can permit it, but you want him to do the thing like a level down from that a couple of times. You know, like the thing you can do even easier and even better. Just do that one a couple of times. Let's get 2 or 3 goals and then do all that top high end shit. Try that then. Goalkeeper for Aberdeen. He's got a cool kit. Pew. I think all those kits with the kind of mosaic-y thing, I think they'll look quite cool for keeper kits. They'll probably age quite well, you know. Welsh is rocking an 85 as well. We never even looked at him at half-time, but Welsh, of course, propped up by his goal, is on 85 with his 60 decisive, and his all-round, he's got 2 effective clearances, he's made a block, he's actually won 2 duels as well, no interceptions, tons of passing, tons of like timber passing he's been doing. Yeah, so great to see from Welsh leading the line. And we've got Carter Vickers, Welsh and Joe Hart just playing the ball around. Aberdeen are trying a bit more of a press now, it feels like, as they kind of retreat back to their own half. Carter Vickers strolls up the pitch with Sorare on the sideboards, plays the ball into Juranovic, who's like tucked in as like a CDM, and McGregor now almost as a third centre back in that kind of geography there for a moment. Now back into central midfield. Juranovic is now in like the midfield position, playing the ball out wide right for Jota, and he plays an okay ball into the box. But there's too many Aberdeen defenders between him and his two targets, which was Kyogo and maybe Maeda. The referee looks a little bit like he could be related to Kevin Bridges. It's a side note. Really like Celtic's new kit. I'm a big fan of the kit. I've not got it yet. Oh! That's what I was going to do as well. Oh, much better. There we go. This is what's been missing. This is what's been missing. I had to go outside at some point in the stream for anyone who's just watching this now, and I didn't want to go outside wearing colours because I just don't want people going, who's that guy? What's he doing in there? You know, I like to try and be incognito, you know. Greg Taylor has been into some sort of ruckus there. I don't know why they showed us a replay of that. I don't really know what happened. We're getting a free kick against O'Reilly. Take some points off him. Not that it matters. Nobody's got his card. Oh, Jesus. How are you guys all getting on this game week? If you're in the live chat and you're playing Sorare, let me know. If you aren't playing Sorare, there's a link in the description of the video that'll get you a free limited card once you've bought 5 from the market. It's the best way to sign up. It supports the content here at the channel. Hail, hail, and thank you if you do so in advance. But yeah, if you are running this game week, let me know if you've what Celtic cards, what divisions you're running them in, and you know how much hope are you holding out on each of them. Who are we all kind of collectively cheering on? Of course, you know the kind of all the little pink dots on screen here are my cards that I'm cheering on, which is, you know, why couldn't we have had Welsh in a team? Hatate on the ball now. Hatate is dropping a bit deeper, and again, I could maybe even see Aaron Moy maybe doing a wee bit of that job if he was to come onto the pitch perhaps. But I would like any midfield substitution we make at this point in the game, you know, we'll be making subs probably about the 60th minute, but I would like any sub we make permits McGregor to go further forward into midfield. It would be really good if Hatate could get to the 60th minute and be subbed and collect his clean sheet, if especially he could get a wee cheeky assist or something in the meantime. That would be awesome. Just lock that defence in, you know. It's actually holding his coccyx, if that's what you call it, like your tailbone. Or, yeah, tailbone. I think somebody smashed into him. He is quite short, so maybe that's like somebody's knee. Yeah. Who knows? I can't wait for the European Champion to start. Champ Euro is going to be amazing. And again, I do content like this for Champ Euro. I typically watch a lot of La Liga and Bundesliga, which is always good fun for the cards I've had in the past. I know I've still got a lot of... Yeah, I'm still quite heavy on Leipzig, I suppose, and I still have quite a variety of La Liga. We're seeing the kind of replay there. I never really caught the severity of it. I missed it because I was talking to you guys, sorry. But Tate's kind of panting, you know, he's hyperventilating almost. And maybe not hyperventilating, but, you know, he's breathing quite quick. He's like leaning back, he's on the ground with his knees up, but the physio's moving his legs up and down. He seems to be in pain. If you could hang on for 10 more minutes to get that clean sheet bonus, like, I would appreciate it. He is only on 47. If you could finish on 57 for the defender card, that would be a bit better. None of the subs are, like, looking spry, like they're on their toes ready to go. Moy is kind of leaning and hovering, thinking, this might be me. This might be me. Moy's kind of watching. Turnbull is out next to the goal, doing the wee stretches and everything. Would love Andy back. Would mean we can get McCrory back into the middle. Yeah, if we can get McCrory into midfield, I'll be happy with that as well, but not today. Carter Vickers and Welsh have sprained the ball left to right in their own actual half. Now Welsh has crossed the halfway line, maybe about 10 yards, played the ball to Taylor on the left, who's, again, an advanced pass in terms of advance forward. For Taylor, he's trying to beat two men to find Maeda. He doesn't pull it off. Taylor, it's just not his bag. That is his limitation, you know, so that'll be a possession loss for him. Thank you very much, Taylor, you dick. Joe Hart with a big goal kick, or not a goal kick, but a big kick from his own box. Seems like Jota's headed it when it's went out. So Joe Hart will get a wee point there, which that'll be a positive contribution, hopefully. And it doesn't affect Jota at all, because he's a forward, so that's nice. Tate's looking busy now. He's like trying to get in amongst it. So is Kyogo. Kyogo is desperate, man. Desperate. to get a goal. You can see it's absolutely pumping through his veins, and we hope he gets it done. Juranovic collects the ball, just tickles it with his toe over to Carter Vickers, who zips it into McGregor on the halfway line, who then zips it out wide right to Jota, who's one-on-one with number 22, taking him down the line, puts a ball in. Big number 5, Stewart again, diving header of a clearance to intercept the pass and clear it for a throw-in. And he has been the standout opposition player, no two ways about it. I think the boy from Holland, don't get me wrong, he's looked okay as well. Jota's in the box, chips a cross into the back post. Kind of Nady's looking. A lot of these balls we're playing have got Giakoumakis written all over them. And if this is how we're going to play, then we kind of need to start him. Maeda kind of is fouled. Referee, that's bullshit. I don't know if he gave advantage there or not. If it was advantage, it was nonsense. If he didn't give advantage, then yeah, I think he should be given a foul for that. But no, he doesn't. Big Welsh approaching the 90 mark. Carter Vickers touching 50. And I can't see what... Taylor's on a 61. Nice. Big ball out wide right to Jota, who's one-on-one with 22 again. Coulson. He's getting kind of wrestled. Jota's kind of looking for it. Jota wants to buy a free kick here. Which is fine, you know. But again, rest don't like that in Scotland. Padagul, fist bump. Good to see you, my man. Thanks for joining us. Ricky Lamy got 59 all-round for Motherwell today and a red card. Wow. Now the killed is decisive then, I suppose, or 59 all-round. That's incredible. You get some games in Scotland where some players just get like 40 interceptions. Now we've got a free kick here that's positioned very similarly to a corner. In swinging left foot delivery from O'Reilly. Yeah. Jota's kind of inside the box, offering a short, a zipped low ball in towards the front post for... I think that would have been Greg Taylor, by the way. And are we getting a corner for it? I think we are. So Coulson's getting credited with the clearance. And that was one of those balls where it's just fire it in at feet and just let somebody touch it, you know. Almost like shoot and aim for that deflection to happen, you know. We've got a corner now, and again, similar delivery, but it's lofted. Welsh gets close to meeting it again, but an Aberdeen player in Aberdeen basically get the ball out for a throw-in. In our kind of right back territory. O'Reilly with a quick throw into Hatate's chest. He brings it down, lays it into McGregor. And McGregor's not influenced this game one iota. I must say I'm very disappointed in McGregor thus far. With the Sorare boards scrolling across the advertisements as we speak. Bad points at the moment. Yeah, McGregor's not influenced this game much at all. Taylor wins a nice free kick there. Taylor's been a good player today. Very good. Scored very well. We've still got goals to come, man, you know, but at 55 minutes, like, this is a bit better. Juranovic driving through midfield by himself from that inverted right back spot, takes a shot from 30 yards, goalkeeper parries it, it comes out to Jota on the right wing, who crosses it in. Oh! Kyogo headed it, but penalty, no. Kyogo headed it along with Stewart, and then it kind of came back to somebody else, and then there was a shot. It kind of bobbled around and stuff, and then Hatate. So let's see. So Juranovic hits the shot. Goalkeeper, big save, parries it out wide right. Jota floats it in for Kyogo. Him and Stewart go up for it. It's a 50-50 ball. Somebody with the volley there. Goalkeeper parries it. Comes to O'Reilly, and then that's a penalty. And then Alex Stewart, like, shoulder lunges into his ankles and takes him out. That's a penalty, man. Maeda, oh, unlucky. That's a penalty, unfortunately. For us that we're not getting that, but that's a penalty. He like throws his shoulder. Let me see the replay again. So Alex Shearer's running, and then yeah, he just like nose dives, throws his shoulder in towards Tate's like shin area, and he's trying to strike the ball. Sees this guy do it. That's a penalty, man. It's a penalty. All day, every day, man. Alex Shearer's been their best player. That is a blatant pen. His score should now be hampered, and it should be a penalty to Celtic, which would be probably Kyogo. Grr. Maybe Hatate would have been credited with the win as well. Oh, imagine. Oh, when VAR comes in, we can get these refs adjusted, eh? Oh, Jesus. McGregor on the ball quite calmly. Taylor, again, nice idea. Good pace and everything on it. It's just a wee bit off. I don't know if it had... it just didn't come off. I don't think there's anything wrong with anything really there. I'm stopping myself from being overcritical, because I feel like I'm on the verge of doing that just because I want points to score. McGregor's going on a run now, finally. He's taking a man or two out of the equation. He's looking to buy a foul. He does it. Right, so it's the 57th minute, and it's the first time I'd say, oh, have we got 2 yellows for this boy, or is that his first? This is first. So that's number 25, Richardson. Yeah, he is doing terrible today. First time I'd say McGregor's really put any sort of influence on the play. .57 minutes. McGregor's on this free kick. It's on the kind of left wing position. He drops it right-footed back to Welsh very easily. Welsh is like 30 yards out on the left wing position, cuts inside on his right foot, plays it into central of the pitch to Carter Vickers, I think that is, who plays it to Juranovic, who finds Jota wide right, so the ball's big switch. Juranovic on the overlap. Good ball into the box! Kyogo and Maeda both jump for it. I think Maeda gets the connection, but it basically goes back out to Juranovic and Jota on the right wing, and they're retreating back to the halfway line with Carter Vickers and Welsh, and we're going to reset on the 58th minute. Hopefully quite quickly to go again. Yep, ball into Taylor, who plays it blindly into the area. Maeda picks it up, finds it, but again, he's playing a blind ball. There's too many Aberdeen players in between Celtic players and the ball, and Alex Stewart, I think that was again, cuts it out, and they played the ball wide right. The number 10 from Holland, he's taking it for a good run. Takes a pat in the back from his manager on the touchline as he passes the dugouts. And it's a Celtic throw with Stephen Welsh out to Carter Vickers. And again, yep, we're just trying to get back onto the halfway line. Aberdeen are trying to snap us on our toes a bit more as we build out. And it's forcing us to be better, which is good. Celtic have had 28 crosses in this game. Aberdeen only 3. McGregor's moved the ball from left to right out to Carter Vickers, who finds Jota, who hits Juranovic finally in the overlap. And again, Juranovic along with McGregor is taking 55 minutes to really appear in the match. McGregor now on the ball, zips it into Hatate. Here we go, rotations in midfield between Hatate and O'Reilly. And Hatate sets up for a shot on his right foot from 25 yards, and it was a bit of a no-hope scuff in the end. But that's the first time we've seen that really quick tempo interchange play that we need. And it's good that we're identifying the openings to do it, but it's probably frustrating that we've not tried to force the issue and make that kind of thing happen. Is my bugbear of the game to this point, really, to be honest. New Aberdeen tactic is go for the ankles. Yeah, it probably is. They've tried to clear it. Rio scooped it up. He's played it into Maeda, who's played it to Furuhashi for a kind of shitey bicycle kick on the 18-yard line. Aberdeen cleared it. It's back with Joe Hart on our 30-yard line, basically, as he plays it out to Welsh, who's approaching halfway and is going to stroke it back into the centre of the pitch where Carter Vickers lies. Plays it into Juranovic in that centre midfield position. Juranovic that was, sorry, I don't know whose name I just said there, but it didn't sound like Juranovic. And then it goes back to Welsh, it goes back to Vickers. McGregor, right, so McGregor's now trying to dictate a bit of the tempo of the game. He's moving with the ball, playing little 1-2 passes with O'Reilly, and now maybe back, no, it went back to Vickers, who's went to Welsh, and they're just moving it to the left-hand side now. Taylor comes back inside in that midfield position, plays it to McGregor, who slices a lovely ball out to Maeda, who has Hatate coming over in the same direction, and then Maeda's tried to like wall pass it to Hatate, but the run in the pass, again, they've just not been a match, they've just been off. Aberdeen have kind of cleared it, and whatever, we've got to throw in. And I think we're getting some substitutions now. 2 substitutions for Aberdeen. It looks like number 37 and number 11 are coming on. Coming off is number 9 and number 33. So let's see, number 9, he's on 37, the striker, and number 33, Kennedy, he's looked okay as well. Both those guys have looked okay. Kennedy on a booking, isn't a great surprise that he's coming off in the end, I suppose. Aberdeen freshening legs up on the 61-minute mark as all the Celtic players' clean sheet bonuses came into effect. Stephen Welsh is on 99.4. He is on track to bang 100 this game week. Taylor is on a 79.7, which is beautiful. Callum McGregor's racking up some points finally. He's on 48. I think this might be with this action here because Sorare Data's like a minute ahead of us. He was in the box, took a shot, it was kind of blocked. It's out wide right now with Jota. after the Aberdeen subs. And we're back now with, I think that's Hatate, got a clean sheet bonus as well, up to 62. I'd love Hatate to do something, like get a goal or something, and then just get subbed off for like Abada or Giakoumakis. McGregor. O'Reilly. Is that, again, man, O'Reilly's got, like, on the tip of the semicircle on the edge of the box, as McGregor's fizzed it into him. He's looked over his right shoulder, he sees two runs, Maeda and Hatate, and his pass finds neither. We've got a great ball here, chipped in. Again, that Stewart is just, he's been really, again, like, Kyogo should just be thinking, just get in front of Alex Stewart. Because if he does that, he's going to get about 2 or 3 more shots in this game than he's all had thus far. Someone's down, it's Rio again. I think it's his face or something. Yeah, he's holding his mouth. I think I see blood. I think I see a burst lip or something. He's asking for a minute. Oh, he's like fell down on the back of somebody's head. He maybe burst his lip off his gum shield. Because there's no malice in it or anything. They've both everyone's kind of jumped for the header. Him, Johnny Hayes, who's also, he's about the same height as Hatate, and then this other guy, but our guy hasn't jumped and he's just kind of crouched down. And then Hatate on his way down has just met the back of the guy's head. The guy's not thought anything of it and jogged on. Hatate's still on the deck and yeah, he's bust up. Giakoumakis taps off, taps on. And Turnbull, number 7 and number 14 for Celtic. It looks like a double sub. I suspect we're going to lose Rio Hatate. I think it's probably going to be Kyogo, but could it be Maeda? I don't know. Well, that's my game week ruined. Maeda. Oh, it is Maeda. Do you think so? Is it Maeda? I'm not sure. If you know already, Channy, then fair enough. Triple sub, Abada on as well. So yeah, I think Jota will be. Oh my god, see if he takes off Furuhashi and Maeda. Oh my god, this would absolutely kill me, man, as well. I've got Giakoumakis. Oh my god, who's he going to take off? Does he? Oh my god. Right, so Abada's going to come on, maybe for Jota. Oh, I don't know, man. Oh Jesus, I'm nervous now. Who's Hatate coming off for? Oh, Charlie Dunbar, welcome to the club, my man. Oh. Maeda and Kyogo, says the commentator. Oh my god. Yeah, that kills my big team. That kills my big team. None of those pricks have scored yet. I can't believe it. So what does that mean? I need to see these subs be official. 8 for 7. Kyogo for Giakoumakis, okay. It's very surprising Kyogo's only playing 65 minutes. I actually think that's kind of shite. I think Giakoumakis is going to kill, but... yeah, Giakoumakis will score. The only guy wearing a gum shield got his teeth smacked. Yeah, I know. What are the odds? Turnbull for Rio, that's a rotation again that I've been stating. If that's what is happening. I know he's got a bust lip, but that is a rotation anyway, so that's an easy change for the manager. And then Maeda for Abada. Right, okay, so that brings to life some stuff. I'm going to go check out my teams. 2 seconds. I kind of want to make sure my head's in front of the game for the most part. Right, so let's see. What does that do to my teams? Oh, this is an emotional roller coaster, guys. Right, so Hatate, yeah, this team is 5 points off a tier 3, right? So between Carter Vickers and Joe Hart, we can maybe scrape ourselves into that, but we're on the bubble. We probably won't hang on to it. This is all locked in now, so no cards, but the E threshold has been secured all the same, so that's fine. That kind of done its job. We've still got Jota on the pitch. We're 23 points away from a tier 2, 33 points from, so we would get 25 plus captain multiplier. I think a goal for Jota or an assist or something like that, especially if we can get a couple now, can elevate us into tier 1 still. We still have Greg Taylor kicking ass and taking names as well in this match, in this team. We're looking quite lively with the subs, by the way. This team is almost dead in the water, I think, unless you... oh, we're 24 points off of... yeah, I need McGregor. I need McGregor to like run his score up in a big way, and I can get a super rare still. This has done well to get Rio's clean sheet locked in. And we're still 38 points away from the limited, so unfortunately that's not going to happen now. And now, with Rio coming off, he's done okay, his captain, unfortunately, but we're 144 points off. Yeah, it's just not possible, is it? Unfortunately, the Giakoumakis lineup will not prevail. And then Abada's on now. What do we need over here? So from Abada, if he gets a goal or an assist, he's going to jump up to 60 points, which is a 35-point increase, right? So if we get a decisive from Abada, again, there's no XP multipliers, so we need some AA game also. But that will get us into the rewards. Obviously, Tate's off now, so it is just Abada. So Abada can get us a limited. What else? McGregor can get us a super rare. Jota can get us a rare. That's what we're at now, basically. And maybe the defence can get us a limited. So we're still chasing a few things down. Just not as big ticket. Just not as high stakes as we would have wanted on opening game of the season. And I do think that's really shit, to be honest, that Kyogo has. Kyogo in particular, getting 65 minutes, I think, is fucking shite. Like, if you want Giakoumakis on, fair enough, but there's other ways to do that. And, like, to be honest, like, we do... It has felt we've been a man down in midfield. We've done much better when those inverted fullbacks have played the midfield role much better. So they can continue to do that. We really do feel like we've got an extra man we're not using in certain places, and then when we're getting to other areas of the pitch, Jota off a ball from the shot from the edge of the box. Then when we get into the other areas of the pitch, the extra man situation is obviously reversed because it's 11v11. So get a midfielder off, get a forward on, put Kyogo and Giakoumakis up front together, man. This would be a perfect situation to do that. It really would have. Yeah, I definitely, yeah. And then, yeah, maybe Abada doesn't get minutes. Yeah, probably means that, I don't know. I'm not thinking about it too much, so just upset me. I'll think about it later. So we're approaching the 70th minute. I've got notifications pinging on my phone. I better turn them off, actually. I've just got like Rio Tate subbed out and stuff. So Jota can get us a rare. McGregor can get us a super rare. Giakoumakis can get us nothing. Taylor obviously helps Jota. Here's Taylor now. Taylor and Jota. Yes, Taylor plays in Jota. Jota! Oh! Good points for both of them, but Padagul has been a member for 3 months. Padagul, thank you very much for supporting FC Barcelona for as long as you have. It means a lot. I didn't see Musiala yesterday, but I've seen the hype. Starter confirmed. Wow. Their team is beyond crowded. Like, it's criminal. Like, how many... I've not even looked into Bayern yet. I've been kind of waiting to see what the dust settles down with, and it feels like from all the noises that Oliver Kahn and a few other people I've seen on Twitter today and yesterday are making, it feels like Bayern Munich might be done now, transfer market wise, for the main part. So that'd actually be a really good club profile to probably start looking at. And I'd probably have to look into Welsh has hit 100. Welsh is on 100. He's there. Let's see if he can get it over the line. If you have played Welsh somewhere, please to God let me know. Let me know if you've played Welsh somewhere. I would love to hear you've played them in Specialist or Underdog or Under 23 Pro. Something, man. If you've played Stephen Welsh, make it be known. What's your thoughts on Kyogo's display today? From Frank. I think he had a couple of chances. Like I really can't. There's no excuse for that one where he statued. Where I think it was Jota or Maida. Somebody played it in from the left. And him and somebody else were both in the box. Him and Maida were in the box. Maida had made a run in like the opposite direction, and Kyogo was flat-footed. Abada, very direct, gets into the box, gets a shot at the goalkeeper who saves it. So Abada's racking up some AA, which is good. And Abada can do that, by the way, in a couple of minutes. Like, he can get a couple of shots and create some assists and stuff. Got a chance at casual reward if Jota can get his score up. Limer could be coming in. Yeah, see, if they sign Limer, if they sign Limer, they've signed Gravenberch, they've got Musiala, they've got Goretzka, they've got Kimmich, they've got Müller, they've got Sabitzer, they've got... No, Toliso's definitely out the door now, isn't he? And then they've got somebody else as well, I know they do. McGregor's points are getting up, but we're not quite there yet. McGregor's driving forward, Plays into Giakoumakis. Doesn't really control it, but he now does. I hope McGregor doesn't lose points for that. Abada with a terrible cross. Again, rather than have Abada today feature, I'd much rather see Giakoumakis and Kyogo. No, it was his mouth. Well, he basically like went up for a header, and then as Itase came back down, just another guy who was like he used a springboard. I feel like his mouth just met the back of his head. Wasn't even a bad one necessarily, but it just burst his lip basically, really bad. And also he's got that gum shield, so he's pretty sensitive about his mouth. But it was gushing. There was proper blood and all that. Might have been off the gum shield, you know. It might have been one of these, farting. What would you call it? Oh no, I've got a notification, and you guys, Harco, you're a minute ahead of me. Jota's scored. You're telling me. I'm smoking a cigarette now. I hope to fuck it's a McGregor assist. By the way, you guys have told me Jota's scoring. My notifications, my phone done me an off, bastard. So let's see. Let's call it. Alex Stewart. Big ball into the halfway line. Johnny Hayes back to number 37. I don't know if this is a Celtic goal. Must be a real minute. So this is Aberdeen attacking. Unless we're going to hoof it. Oh, see if Joe Hart gets an assist. That'd be good for me as well. Corner for Aberdeen. Like, Jesus, man. When is this goal? I must be right behind, by the way. Yeah, sorry, I've got the credit in. O'Reilly's up to 93 himself. My stream's right behind, man. Vickers is up to 70. Turnbull. Out to Taylor. On the left-hand side. Plays into Jota on the left. Cutting inside on his right. Plays it back to Taylor. Taylor swings it into the box. It's cleared by Aberdeen. It goes for a throw-in. You're about 2 days behind. You can fucking say that again, by the way. I've still not seen it. Jota. And my stream is lagging, you know, so when you're watching me, it's a minute behind me actually talking, you know. So it's incredible how far behind everything is. The lag of the lag. Jota, edge of the box. It was Turnbull that passed him the ball. He shoots, he scores! Jota! Fucking brilliant. Right, I'm going to close my stream now at this point and open it back up. That'll be a Turnbull assist for all the Turnbull fans in the house. Maybe, probably. Right, I'm going to stop my stream because maybe by stopping it and restarting it. Great goal from outside the box. Captain Jota till I die. D3 is alive and Taylor will be on good points as well. So a tier 1 rare is definitely still within grasp. Unfortunately, Kyogo has let the side down, but Captain Jota till I die. Right, I'm on the 75th minute. What the Sorare date I have is that? 76, right, okay. So I must be back in kilter a bit better now. Brilliant. Grab a wee look at my team. Let's see what we've got now, guys. Let's see what we've got now. With Jota, Captain Jota. We're in with a tier 1 rare, guys. We're in with a tier 1 rare. Captain Jota is leading the way. Taylor on an 82 plus multiplier, 106. We're 33 points off of a star rare. We can collect that. There's more than, how many points are left for him? 18 plus multiplier and 23 plus multiplier. If both these guys can get another decisive or something, man, it's not beyond the realms of possibility. We do something incredible here. Sorry, I was about to turn around with the camera still facing that way. 22 points, man. But Kalmak can get a decisive. I've got nobody else really on the pitch. It's just Joe Hart and Kalmak. Eight points more for Abada, and we can scrape in maybe. We've still got some other games to go, of course. But I think this is the main team now. The All-Star Rare Pro, the number 1 entry for FC Barcelona, like it always is, like it always has been, the tradition at the club. You know, just need a Taylor assist or Jota. Yeah, looking good, man. Here we go. Jota and Turnbull linking up, I think. Or was that? Yeah, it was. I think. I don't know. That was good. Good play from Celtic. Hopefully that's some nice points for McGregor there as well. Long accurate pass. Abada on the front foot. He's got an overlap there from Juranovic. Decides to play it inside to Giakoumakis, who does a bad job of what you think Giakoumakis is doing, and that's holding the ball up. He then tries to press, falls on his arse. Aberdeen are in our half running with 3 or 4 bodies against the full defence, and most of the midfielders tracked. So it's not as if they've got lots of space to attack into, but they're on the front foot, they're on the edge of our box, and they are looking dangerous. By their standards they've set throughout the 77 minutes to this point. Oi, oi, oi. And he's given Aberdeen a corner. Of course he has. Of course he has. It's 2-0 Celtic, man. I think the second half has to have more goals than the first half. Taylor seems to be strolling... not Taylor, sorry, beg your pardon. Welsh seems to be strolling in with this 100. And, sorry, wrong button. Taylor up to 82 now. Or was that 82 already? But he's just not been given away that much possession as far as fullbacks go. And if you've got a fullback like Taylor that can be in a team like this... Oh, please get that away. Thank God. Giakoumakis back in there. Oh, what a terrible clearance that was. But, we've got away with it. We're on the run now with Abada playing it wide left for Jota. He's only got Abada and Turnbull with him. Jota into the box. Back post for Turnbull. His first touch is okay, but not good enough probably. And I think that's McCrory with a potential last man tackle. Probably not, but Aberdeen trying to clear it into our half, and Juranovic heads it into the safety of McGregor on the halfway line, who strokes it with ease across to Greg Taylor, who plays a forward ball that's intercepted. Taylor is trying to win possession back. He's going to give a foul away there, isn't he? Fucking dick of a ref. Taylor, don't give him a reason. Taylor touches his shoulder, and you just know. What a ball, by the way. Abada plays the counter-attack ball out to Jota, who swings a beautiful ball. I think Turnbull's touch is good enough for him to then just shoot straight away, but I don't think that's the first touch he planned on having. And that split indecision is all I think it was McCrory needed to scoop that ball up. He should definitely get some sort of good credit for that. It's not just a dual win or any of that nonsense. Not that I particularly care, I've not even played him, but... anything else? Jota's on a 78 now, we're climbing. And then what about Abada? Who's he looking? We've got Abada in the team. We need him to get another. We need Abada to really push 40 points. Turnbull's on 65 already. Giakoumakis is still hovering around 25 also. And yeah, not much else has changed. Giakoumakis on the ball. He has held it up well under the pressure from McCrory, I think it is, who's marking Giakoumakis. But ultimately the ball goes back to the Celtic defence in our defensive third. No pressure from Aberdeen as we build towards the halfway line with Taylor and Welsh. And ultimately it's just rinse and repeat for Celtic. Get back into shape, move it from left to right, find the midfield rotation. We need some pace and some guile. We're just finding pockets of space in the wide areas because Aberdeen are just staying compact, which is fine, but we're seeing a bit more directness coming from the likes of Abada, who's just putting guys on the back foot. He's made his way into the box, Abada, and he's forced the left back, I think that will be, to give away a corner. So good. And again, you get that from Abada. Maybe not as much from Maida. He's maybe a wee bit more prone to linking up play and all that kind of stuff. Abada's quite happy to just run at people, and you need that sometimes. Play alongside the edge of the box between, I think that was Welsh and Taylor maybe? Not Welsh and Taylor, Turnbull. That'd have been class, by the way. Imagine Taylor got a goal there. Taylor gives away another foul. Don't get booked. Please don't get booked. Oh, he is getting booked. Fuck. Fuck. It's going to be like, how much is that booking? Is it 3 points? It's a blatant. Fair enough. Can't live with that. Fair enough. Taylor, you had to do it, son. Or you felt you had to do it. I back you. We've got 2 more subs coming on. Aaron Moy and Anthony Ralston. So Ralston will be making the last 10 minutes in place of Juranovic. And Moy must be coming on for O'Reilly. He's not going to take off McGregor. So if he comes on for O'Reilly, we get 10 minutes of McGregor going forward. You guys have caught it in the live chat as well. Moy and Ralston coming on. Juranovic is get 80 minutes. He'll be happy with that, and fair enough. These guys typically expect 90 minutes, but I think he understands that Ralston has been playing great, and the squad dynamic we've got, and it is O'Reilly making way for Moy. So, will Moy come on in O'Reilly's place, or will Moy do McGregor's job and we'll get 8 minutes plus stoppage time of McGregor doing something different? Let's see where Moy goes. He looks like he's going right towards more the final third rather than the middle third. Oh no, it's just the way the camera angles never went, sorry. Celtic are defending a free kick in their own half. Aberdeen have got it in their basically their left back position. They play it short to the left wing position. They cross the ball in. Celtic heads meet it. Aberdeen head meets it at the back post, and it kind of bobbles in off a Celtic head, and Joe Hart needs to make a fingertip save. It goes for a corner. More points for Joe Hart, but I can live with that. That's good by me. From Paul Vara. He scored okay in this game, I've noticed. I've not really noticed him in the match necessarily, but his scores have been one of the better ones for Aberdeen. They had a great chance there at the front post if they met it, but we've cleared it, sort of. Aberdeen are trying to keep us in our final third, but Moy is now pressuring somebody. I can't make out his number, but Moy wins the tackle, wins the ball, and let's see what Moy does. Moy is dropping it back to the defender. He is parallel currently with McGregor, gives the ball to McGregor. McGregor plays the ball out to Ralston, and Moy is on the charge further up the pitch. He is taking the spot of O'Reilly, and he is the rotation piece in there. He is the cog that has replaced Rogic now, I would say, in terms of the squad dynamic, and rotating with O'Reilly. So that's an interesting note at this stage. McGregor is firmly still at the base of the midfield three by comparison, and I do find that disappointing. McGregor's up to 50 points, but which is cool. Not too bad, considering the way the games went, and for the most part, the first half, he didn't do too much. I'd like to see him on the ball a bit more as we approach the 84th minute. Yeah. We have been very comfortable. We've not really been stressed too much. Joe Hart's not had much to do. Neither the defence. They've not had much defending to do necessarily. We've got Abada now on the left, collecting a ball. Plays it in for Turnbull, who dinks it into Jota on the right. It's just a wee bit, it's just not quite there. Goalkeeper scoops it up in mid-flight and plays the ball with a wee short roll out to Stewart, who's got basically two men in his face, Giakoumakis and Turnbull. Back to the goalkeeper, kicks it high but not very long. McGregor wins the header. It's just a flick on for Turnbull, who flicks on for Giakoumakis. It's a BCM. That should have been a goal. Can't believe he missed it either. Kyogo buries it. He has to bury that, man. He has to bury that. Let's see. O'Reilly's left the pitch with his 93, so fantastic score for him. But yes, Joe Hart's up to 68 now, but Taylor's booking. He's now down to 73. Jesus. How the hell has that happened? Oh, he's maybe lost some jewels, maybe lost a triple in the meantime. Oh, damn it, man. I wonder if that's impacted me. Oh, come on. Still in the tier 1 rare hunt. But we're on the bubble. We're on the bubble. We're basically tier 2. So tight in the top, but so tight. 90% of the rankings have ran. Every point for Taylor and Jota is a prisoner at the moment. This team now is getting a tier 3 limited. Yeah, just about. 14 points. McGregor, man. If we can get a McGregor decisive, Joe Hart's getting some more points for us, which is nice. Then we're in super rare hunt again. We need McGregor decisive and Abada. We need Abada to do something, and we're in limited contention again. 2-0 Celtic as we approach the final part of the game. 86 minutes. It's Welsh down the left to Abada. Cuts inside on his right. Scoops the ball to nobody. Alex Stewart clears. McGregor knocks the ball into Abada, who touches it, but then loses it. The ball's still bouncing about off heads in mid-air. McGregor brings it down, settles it, fizzes the ball into Vickers. Yeah, who fizzes it out to Ralston, who hits Turnbull, and Turnbull's got people on the back foot. You get Jota asking the ball into feet. He plays Ralston wide right, who docks it back for Moy. Moy and Jota play a little 1-2 with neither of them actually changing position in the pitch. We're just stroking the ball around now. 87 minutes. It's found its way out to the left-hand side of the pitch with Welsh and Abada, who knocks it back for Turnbull, who plays a good ball edge of the box for Abada. He gets his first touch. Alex Stewart then gets a toe in, and Aberdeen are clearing the ball, and they're trying to counter-attack. Carter Vickers wins the header, which knocks it into Moy. We've got space to now play an attack into. Moy puts the brakes on it, but finds Turnbull in the number 10. A 1-2, and we're moving the ball out to the right. Everything's really slow. We're letting Aberdeen get back into shape. Moy's killed the tempo. Maybe that's instructions or whatever, I don't know. And again, between Ralston, Jota and Moy, we're just in a little triangle on the right-hand side of the pitch. We have created some space in the final 18 yards of the pitch. We've got a ball in from Ralston, which is met by some heads. We're claiming for corners and stuff like that, but it's going to be a goal kick. Let's see that again. We're seeing a replay of Jota's goal, which is lovely. Jota is that Stardust, isn't he? He's on 80 points himself for the game today, which is good to see. Yeah, one button again, sorry. And we currently have Turnbull on 72, Giakoumakis on 20 with his big chance missed. Ralston's got on to 30, Moy on to 32 already, and Abada still hovering around that 28 mark. Alex Stewart has just sweeped everything up today. 47 points doesn't do him justice. "88 minutes. Hail, hail. Come on. We're just knocking the ball about. There's no real threat from Aberdeen anymore. They have really ran out of juice, and it's just really on to us to keep that tempo and trying, like Giakoumakis and that, they're all itching to influence the game with a goal or an assist or something. But yeah, so here we find ourselves, knocking the ball around. Joe Hart, about 30 yards out, gets a wee bit of pressure, plays the ball to Welsh, who's ran right over shades of Christopher Ayer and Virgil van Dijk. He's in the final third, he zips the ball wide left to Abada, who knocks it into the penalty spot, cleared by Aberdeen, met by Ralston, who drops it down for Welsh, plays it out wide right to Moy, stands the ball up, good ball, good height. And I think that's Abada who's tried to meet it and he's not. And we get a corner. I think it does come off an Aberdeen player's like shoulder or something. Turnbull plays it quick, fizzes it into, I think that's Taylor. Plays a 1-2 and it's out now to Welsh, who's got an angle, but he plays it to McGregor, who plays it to Moy. We're just going from left to right again. Who plays it to Ralston, who's going to swoop it in. And Jota with a bicycle kick that's got no chance in the one for Sundays. Yay. I love it when we start doing this. 3 minutes to go. It is the first game of the season. Expectations are high. We have played well in spells, but I don't think we've been convincing. And yeah, it's Aberdeen. It's not exactly the runt of the litter we're playing in the division. But with the amount of possession, the amount of chances we've had the potential to create on top of the ones that we have created, yeah, I'm disappointed to see McGregor's approaching 60, man. That's good all of a sudden. He was on, oh yeah, we might actually be sneaking into the super rare prizes with that increase in points from Cal Mack. We're on the 90th minute by my count. If McGregor could get something right at the last, man, that would be brilliant. A wee cheeky assist or something, like counter-attack, big ball up the pitch, you know. And somebody runs onto it like Abada, and boom, yeah, and it's like super rare and limited, yeah, woo. You know, like rewards. That'd be class. Come on. 90th minute. I think they're light for bodies in terms of centre halves and stuff. I think that's why McCrory's played there today. And it looks like, is that an Aberdeen free kick? Moy, I've got to say, like, he's not done anything positive or negative really, but it really does look like a guy. It just looks like a guy out there. Like with every other Celtic player that we have in the squad, you see a bit of guile, a bit of something about them. Right, so let's see something here from Moy. Bit of pressure. That's a really good ball under pressure. In at Giakoumakis' feet. Takes a touch or two. It bobbles round to Jota, who's smart enough to play it behind him to Turnbull, who cuts it back to Jota, edge of the box. Jota's tried to play it into Abada's feet. Aberdeen have got it. And then It's kind of bobbled to Moy and another guy, and Moy's just not get the puff. That was a great ball from him, it must be said. Very decisive. 2 minutes left. Come on. Come on! Welshie boys rocking out 100 today. Let me know if you've played Welsh. Nobody in the call. I think Hendo's played Welsh. I know a few guys that have a Welsh, and it was expected he was playing today, so I want to know about anyone that's played Welsh. I want to know. Aberdeen are in our half. They better not fucking take this clean sheet away. Get to fuck Aberdeen. Number 16. We're captain our own half. But McGregor is like the front press there, almost like as if he was a striker for us, if that makes sense. Like how deep we are and the shape we'd adopted. But obviously he's not the striker. Giacomakis must still be beyond him. He's doing some wee guy out left. He's managed to get some space. He's found his left back who plays a ball in. Free kick to Celtic, please. Yes. Thank God. Thank God. Oh, pardon me. There's a bunchies here, guys. Thanks very much for everyone who's joined us for the watch along for the stream today. We're at the 93rd minute. Oh, come on. Get us a decisive. I can't believe I've got no decisives in this game, really, have I? I've got Jota. I've got Jota and I've got the clean sheet. That's about it. Come on, man. I should have a goal assist combo off. Is that about it for an Aberdeen throw in? You've got to be joking, man. Definitely a step or two off the pace, like where I expected we would be at. I think this is a good game. And I think the next match, I was at like, what's the next match we've got? Is that away to Ross County or something? Sweeper keeper there gets ahead of Giacomakis. We've got to throw in quite quickly, quite sharpish. Turnbull and GG try and play a 1-2, but GG is kind of out-muscled and outpaced by Alex Stewart in the 93rd minute. Moy tries to get ahead of his man, doesn't. He plays a ball into that Dutch number 10. Carter Vickers, where the last man tackle gives the corner away. Has to be a last man tackle. Boom. CCV. That's what you pay the bucks for. Clean sheet intact. Aberdeen do have a corner all the same. We do need to make the most of it, or the last man tackle would have been for nothing. Johnny Hayes, former Celtic player, number 17, stands over the corner. Johnny Hayes is currently on a 39 pointer. I don't know if he's got a defender card. He has played a lot of left back for Aberdeen over the last 2 or 3 seasons. We do kind of clear it. I think it's mainly from Hart's gloves. Number 22 is pressured by Moy, but he still gets a ball back in. Joe Hart just does this. Catches it. Easy. Final whistle. Game over. Oh. Wrong button. Sorry guys, thanks very much. I'm just going to jump over to this camera and I'm going to just kill that screen now. Sorry. Or no, what am I going to do? No, I'm going to go back to this page is what I'm going to do. There we go. And turn this camera off because it'll be fucking cooking. And it is. Hope you've enjoyed this, guys. I'm going to hang about for another couple of minutes, do a wee bit of post-match reaction if you like. But overall, quite pleased with the game, quite chuffed with how it went. Unfortunately, I don't think SO5-wise we've had the best encounter of it all. Let's just swap the mic around. So I think SO5-wise we're maybe going to be a little bit disappointed. Now, there is still room for a little bit of Opta tomfoolery, either for us or against us. Any adjusted scores. Liam Kelly, by the way, the limited goalkeeper I'm giving away, with an 81-point score today. Wow. Good scores all round for the club this game week, it must be said. McGregor in, but just below a 60. Oh, we're not quite got into super rare contention, it looks like, but limited, it looks like we've finished up with a tier 3 limited. Do we have much of a buffer? 11 points with 9% of the field to run, so I'm not going to hold my breath on that. Eve secured, that's all. We're on a tier 1 rare. The distance to a tier 2 is 6.5 points. Again, 90% completed. That Taylor yellow card, and he ended up with a triple-double. He's probably lost a triple-triple at some point with his duels. No? Interceptions 3, only 2 tackles, but wow, fair play to him, man. He just muscle, possession lost. And the first half was 7, so in the second half for it to be 8 is kind of symmetrical, you know, but I don't feel that he attacked significantly more. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, decent game from Taylor. Legit's probably the letdown here. Captain Jota till I die, of course. So I'm hoping we can cling on for a tier 1, at the very least, man. Tier 2, but again, there's only 14-point distance to getting no reward. It's so tight at the top. 10% of the field to run. I'm going to cross my fingers and toes on that. And we get 2 points outside of a tier 3 super rare with no decisive action, which does kind of give me optimism, because with no decisive action, to be only 80 points off the top with no decisive action, I can, you know, it's an acceptable start, to say the least. The community team, no reward, unfortunately. Super rare over here, nada. And Abada, unfortunately, never quite got the points for us. So we're actually finishing the game week a bit lighter. I was kind of hoping to be walking out with 2 cards. We're on for 3 cards at the moment, but like, it's far from guaranteed, really. Good scores all round. We'll be doing game week stuff as we roll into next week. Guys, this is Sunday. Thanks again to everyone who has joined us. Think CCV gets a last man tackle awarded for that last man challenge? Yeah, I do. Connor R, that's exactly what I said at the time, and my like commentary of it all, if you like. It should definitely be. So we might even get a little points increase. I don't know. If he's not got one, like, he should definitely get one. That might change my position in limited. But he should definitely be getting a last man tackle for that. There's no two ways about it for me. McGregor, how's his points actually been built today? So not too many. He's got a double in the end. So he won 2 tackles, which is nice and feisty. Good to see. He's net 2 duels, no interceptions. Yeah, a lot of passing and stuff like that. He's made a lot of his points up that way. But I'm surprised on the duel actual count, it's so low. And then as an attacking presence, he's been absolutely non-existent in this game. And, you know, so what my reaction to the game, if you like, in terms of what I think is good and bad and whatever, I'll be saying this on content and whatever, but first thoughts straight after the final whistle is, number 1, very disappointed Kyogo only played 65 minutes. Number 2, very disappointed that when Moy came on, McGregor stayed in situ, didn't change role or position or anything like that. We've put my head here to sit in front of the telly. Very disappointed with that. And otherwise, yeah, good game. And I was underwhelmed with us in the first 20 minutes. Otherwise, I think we did okay. And again, I think that underwhelming first 20 minutes probably just put pressure on us. And then it's just, you start snatching at shots and all that kind of stuff. And Kyogo could have had 1 or 2 today quite easily. I'm not too sure about Maida, but he had some good opportunities. Attempted assists and whatever. O'Reilly is man of the match, I think. Probably the most influential on the match. Everything good went through him for the most part of the game. Maybe Jota will take man of the match because he's goal. And he was, yeah, probably the most dangerous looking player on the day. But Stevie Welsh has got a great shout for it. I don't think he put a foot wrong. Like, he's finished by 100 points, right? But he's actually clocked up closer to 120. 58 on his all-round score. Decisive with his goal being 60 is incredible. But he has walked out with his clean sheet bonus. Only a double-double. So he's won 2 tackles, 2 effective clearances, made 1 good block, which has brought him in 9 points on all-round, which is great for him. He did lose possession 12 times, which for a centre-back, I think is maybe a shade on the high side off the top of my head. Net duels, he's won 4. Accurate passes, 108. Final third, 33. Accurate long, 6, which is fine. Could be a wee bit bigger. Long pass into opposition, but 21. And missed pass, 12. That could be a wee bit lower. 32 on passing stats. Incredible. And then on the attacking stats, he had 1 shot on target. And like I said, that 3 points, like for a defender, that's a big 3 points to get. He finishes the game week with 118.9 points, but the maximum is 100, so that's what he finishes with. Joe Hart, just a shade under 70 with his clean sheet, with his passing and whatever. A couple of saves to be made for him. A couple of accurate long balls. These passes don't get scored now. That's only from game week 300 and beyond, remember. Possession 1. He does have 2 of them. I wonder if that's a statistic that's now getting scored, by the way, as well as long pass into opposition. Goalkeeping statistics, the saves were all kind of decent. 3 saves, 2 from in the box, 1 was a punch, decent enough. And general, he's obviously gets clean sheet, which is a decisive action for the goalkeeper. But yeah, decent day at the office for him. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all she wrote, guys. Off the bench, Turnbull, again, was very influential in the match, very creative, and I did feel that he made a big difference to the game. Hatate probably becomes number 3 disappointment of the game. So, yeah, number 1, Kyogo only playing 65. Big disappointment. Number 2, Moy actually replacing O'Reilly rather than McGregor kind of replacing O'Reilly in that substitution almost, if you understand me. And number 3, Rio, just off it. Absolutely off it today. Surprise of the game was Alex Stewart of Aberdeen. He was definitely my surprise of the game. Actually, if I can ever pick his card up for any real reason, very cheap, I probably wouldn't think twice about that. On his showing today, as well as probably O'Reilly's SO5 score was a big surprise, but he was so dominant. And yeah, I think O'Reilly was probably some people surprised of the game. Maybe it might be Welsh actually. It's probably more appropriate. Because obviously his goal and his overall dominant display, 58 points on all round is fantastic. Like, if he was going to be starting for Celtic, that card would be worth giganormous amounts, so let's see what happens with him. Maybe he keeps the spot over Starfelt. I don't think that likely, but certainly not impossible. Thought Kelly Roos was good. The goalkeeper, he was okay. He definitely was not bad. The goalkeeper did not let Aberdeen down. I think there was one sketchy moment where he kind of came out for a ball or something. But in terms of saves and stuff like that, yeah, he did. Yeah, I don't think he really did let them down actually from memory. Good point. And Aberdeen actually looked like a really good side. Between the SPFL sides I've seen, like, Aberdeen looked pretty decent. And I'm using my base for that for being Celtic, Dundee United, Kilmarnock and Aberdeen. They're the only ones I've seen to this point. I think Aberdeen definitely looked like a good team, and we could definitely take a lot of heart out of a 2-0 home win on the opening day of the season with the event of the day that it was and all the hype and expectation that goes around that. I can be quite happy with the game, how it's went in that sense. And yeah, if we finish up with a tier 1 or a tier 2, then I guess I'll be happy, content enough with that, I suppose. Your stream was so far behind, Rangers were still on. If it's not the last man tackle, then I don't know what is. You can say that again, Andrea. McCrory played CB because, yeah, I think somebody's answering questions and stuff. But yeah, I've had a great time, guys. It's been a really good stream today. I've had good fun. I hope you have as well. Don't forget to, minus the old firm, how do you see the SPFL panning out? I hope Dundee United get third. Like, I think the team is good enough based on the very limited debt. I think they're definitely not too far behind. And I know Aberdeen were just defending today and whatever, but you can tell that Dutch guy, that number 10, he's going to be very good in the SPFL. Like, he played against Celtic today, right? But see him playing like St Mirren and Ross County and Hibs and all these teams, he'll be one of the best players on the pitch, that number 10. Maybe that Paul Vara, he scored very well, and so did Ramadani. I don't know the difference between the two of them. I don't know who they are or anything, right? But they've both done basically the same score, as did Alex Stewart. In defence, who will have been minus points, of course, for defensive losses of possession and goals conceded and that kind of stuff, We had a good game, man. Interception 2, net duels, actually. Yeah, he's probably getting interceptions rather than net duels in some of these situations. 1 tackle, effective clearances. Yeah, so some of these times they're stepping in. Maybe I would have thought it might have been an interception and they call it a clearance because as he stepped in to intercept, he's also shafted the ball up the pitch. Jota's getting interviewed. I think Jota looks to be man of the match. He'll be buzzing. Picked up a few Vincents. That's that guy then. Yeah, he looks the part, man. He looked very good. Majowski, didn't really see anything of him. Kennedy looked handy. Johnny Hayes looked like reborn. That right back gets shredded the whole game. He finished on 6 points. And yeah, we're on to next weekend. I think it's Ross County. I can't remember now. But I hope you enjoyed the press conference stuff that I did on the channel on Friday. I hope you enjoyed all the stuff. I did a lot of really good collabs with Channy and Nep, with Sam and Josh, and I was on John's stream earlier in the week as well, and yeah, we went live with Harry Trades and Alex on Thursday night. It's been a great game week. I'm a wee bit disappointed that I cannot believe between Maeda and Furuhashi, none of them got a decisive. And we're so close, man. So close. Let's hit one more refresh, see if we've got any wee sneaky adjustments. And if I didn't play Crescito, I didn't play fucking Crescito and he rocked in an 85. I could have played him in that specialist team Abada was in. I don't think I could have played him instead. I think he'd have been an average Joe player rather than another 40 or something. But yeah, I don't think there's any significant change here, is there? Two points off a tier 3 super. On the bubble, but so it wouldn't have held, you know, but no decisive amongst them. Tati's got out there with a clean sheet bonus to the defender card. He's finished on 64 points. So let's have a look through the Tati positions before we leave. His possession lost has been terrible. One interception, a couple of duels, but then his accurate final third passes are, you know, they kind of even him out because he's a attacking midfielder. Attempted assist and penalty box, yeah, he scored very well today. And if he can get 64 minutes, that can be a really good defender card if he can come off in the 64th minute when Celtic are got a clean sheet to walk home with. The forward card looks to have walked out with 55 points versus 64. So yeah, like 9 points the difference. Basically the clean sheet bonus is the difference there, really, isn't it? Yeah. And then the midfielder, it's up the top, isn't it? What did he get? 56. So is the midfielder 56? Oh, a touch better. The midfielder card is still a touch better. Interesting. And yeah, it's been good fun, guys. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, retweet, and all that good stuff, guys. Stay tuned to the channel throughout the coming weeks and months for more content like this and all the other stuff I've been doing. Thanks a lot for all your continued support, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.